Welcome, everybody. Another Thursday. Can you tell me where the time goes? We need to do a show on time. It's flying. So I just want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. We're here for another session of Open Diner. Our topic tonight is You Matter. This is a camera zone event, so if you kindly turn on your cameras, that would be great. We find when it helps, when we all have the cameras on, we can connect to each other better. So Gary's going to give us some announcements and reminders about this evening.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. So a little bit about Open Diner. This is we like to create a supportive environment here, a friendly environment where we connect above our differences. We stay on topic, no criticism, and of course, avoid politics. What important, remember to mute your microphone when you're not speaking, and that minimizes background noise. And if you can turn your cameras on, it really helps a lot, and it helps us fully benefit from the event. And please remember, when we're in our round discussion, to keep your answers brief so that everybody gets a chance to speak. And we have our hosts tonight. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Gary. I am from South Carolina.
Hi, I'm Roberta from Long Island, New York.
And I'm Linda from upstate New York. Yeah, I'm upstate New York from Linda.
That's okay, Linda. I'm sure there's a Linda someplace, some city, some county somewhere. But I know Linda from New York. So a little bit about this evening. We're going to talk about, like I said, the topic is You Matter. You know, each of us is unique. You are special with your own unique set of qualities, talents, skills, desires, aspirations. There's no one in the entire world that can replace you. You are needed and important just the way you are. You know, we're all different. And, you know, if we learn to work and live together as one society, these differences become strengths. You know, instead of fighting and disputing our differences, we need to learn to complement or to add to one another. The truth is, you know, we are products of our environment. You know, if you think about it, if you take a seed and you put it in the proper soil and it receives water and sunlight and nourishment, it'll grow and produce crops. Now, if you take that seed and you place it in the wrong environment, it will wither and die. We all need an environment that appreciates our uniqueness, nourishes our qualities, and encourages us to grow and become better. Then, you know, we could grow and support each other like cells do in a body, a healthy body. You know, it's necessary to identify, what do we really want? You know, what do we want? What are we drawn to? Not what are our consequences of being in a certain environment tells us, you know, what's instilled in us. You know, what do they tell us what we want? So we have to figure that out. So I have to find out, what am I personally yearning for, and find an environment that supports it. You know, as we grow spiritually, every person becomes more and more connected with everyone and everything. But at the same time, he or she stands out more and becomes more unique, because by connecting with others, one increases their own potential. So that's a little bit about this evening. It's going to be a very nice evening. And Linda's going to start it off. Linda from Linda is going to start it off with an icebreaker.
Thank you, Roberta. Excuse me. Okay, for the icebreaker today, some of you might remember we've done this in the past, where we pick a question out of the hat or out of the egg drop soup container, and we ask it. And they're kind of personal questions, but they're fun questions. And what we'll do is I'll pick somebody at first, and then when that person is done, you pick the next person to answer a question. Okay? So I'll pick one of us so you can see what's going on. Let's see. Okay, Nina. Where would you like to travel to someday, and why?
There's so many places. Wow. I would like to go see the Northern Lights. I think that's Antarctica, actually, or anywhere that where you can see the Northern Lights. But also, I used to go to Israel quite often. I've been there like 10 times, and I haven't been able to go back. So I would love to go to Israel sometime soon. Oh, Paula, please.
All right, Paula, let's see. If money was no object, what would you buy?
I would probably make sure that everybody I love was well taken care of. I'm not sure exactly what purchase that would be, but that's what I would do with the money.
Very good.
I'll pick Roberta.
Okay, I hope it's a good one. There you go. Oh, pretty similar. If you had $100,000 to give away to any cause, which cause would you choose and why?
Geez. Would probably be something with children, I would think. Either maybe children that are in foster care or something, maybe children that are sick. They need it the most. They can't work, they can't do anything, so children, something with children. And I will pick Rano.
Okay, Rona. Let's see. Are you a good cook?
No, not really. I can do pasta. If I'm daring, I'll do rice. But with my wife's directions, I've been doing some pretty nice things lately. But no, not really.
Okay, you pick someone, Rona.
Ooh, actually, Marie just joined.
Yes, she
Marie,
did. Okay, Marie, here we go. When was the moment in your life you laughed the hardest?
I don't know. I laugh a lot. Oh my God. I do not have an answer for that. It's probably when I was with my sister. We can laugh at anything.
Okay, you pick somebody.
How about Natalia?
Okay, Natalia. How do you best connect with others?
Oh, I try to connect physically, if you mean that, but I can also connect by any other means. I always connect to somebody. I have lots of connection, even though I'm missing physical connections a lot. But I don't know what else you mean by that. Just connect as much as I can and using any means I have.
Okay, you pick someone.
Okay, let me see. Do we have Ilana?
Anna. All right. Would you rather be fluent in all languages or be a master of every musical instrument?
It's me. I should get. So I have a choice of two, right? No, I cannot select neither choice.
No, you
It's like
wouldn't
very
want to.
extreme situation, fluent in all languages and play all instruments, it's like extremes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, you want to pick somebody?
Alisa.
Okay, Alisa. Would you rather stay in or go out for a date night?
Can you read it again?
Would you rather stay in or go out for a date night?
I think I would rather go out unless it's a hurricane or snowstorm or something. I would make another choice.
Are you asking her out, Linda?
I think she's married, aren't you? Okay, you pick someone, Elisa.
That's right. You know, it's amazing. I admire you reminding everyone, and I thought I will not forget, but of course I did. So who wasn't chosen yet? Dan.
All right, Dan. Okay. Would you rather spend the next year exempt from all taxes or have 1 month paid vacation?
No taxes.
Interesting.
Why?
Are
I
the
don't
taxes
pay
that bad
taxes, Carl.
in Canada?
Oh, we got some taxes. Yeah. We're as good as anybody else with taxes.
I think even better. I mean, bigger.
I think so. Okay, Dan, you pick someone.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, Gary hasn't gone yet. There he
No,
is.
he
He's
hasn't.
hiding.
All right, Gary. Let's see. If you could take a year-long paid sabbatical, what would you do?
Sleep.
For a whole year?
I don't know. I would probably try and learn as many things as I could that I've always wanted to learn, to try. And I think that's probably what I would do.
Okay.
And I will pick on Willie Starks.
Say hey, Willie. Okay. Would you rather work in a group or work alone?
I think I'd rather work in a group because me working alone, I'm not sure how good of a job I can do by myself. If I'm working in a group, if it doesn't come out well, don't look at me. Okay, Paula.
Did you go already, Paula? Yeah, she went already.
Yeah, I did.
Well, then I'm gonna pick on Carl for sure.
Okay, Carl. If you could enter a time machine, what time period would you go to?
Wow. You know, that's a tough one. But the first thing that came to me, my dad died when I was 14 years old. So I would go back to that time, especially if I knew now, if I knew now what I know, I would love to go back and talk to him. So the time period of when I was 14.
Okay, you pick someone.
1990, right?
1990. When was it? No, he died in 1982.
Hey, you're young.
Yeah. Who hasn't gone? Nina? Not Nina went, right?
Nina went.
Judy.
Judy hasn't gone.
Judy.
Judy. Okay, would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren?
I think I'd rather go backwards. I'd like to go way back. I mean, way back. So, and if I could understand that I came from them, that would be awesome. I'm not so much for the future. But I really would like to go back in time, way back. I don't know who hasn't been.
I think everybody's been picked
Linda.
on.
How about
Oh.
you? How about Linda?
Yeah, Linda, Nina, did Nina go?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Linda, how about you?
okay. Would you rather always be gossiped about or never talked about? Depends on what the gossip is. That's really a tough one. How to be gossiped about? Well, I don't like gossip, so I'll say never talked about. Okay, everybody's been picked. Should we go around again, or do we have time yet, or?
I think we can move on.
Huh? Do we have?
Let's move on to
Okay.
the next activity.
Okay, so I'll hand it back over to
Me.
you.
All right, that was fun. I know everything that there is to know about everyone here now, just from those questions. You know, it's like those questions you get on Facebook, you know, that people define their lives by that, you know, they figure out who they are, you know, but anyway. So anyway, we're going to go to a video now. And a lot of you will probably remember Tal from the relationship course that we did not that long ago. Well, this is an excerpt of Tal participating on another show called The Great Transition. And one of the creators of this show is Joseph Ahayan. He's the director of the movie Crossroads, Labor Pains of a New Worldview, which we've seen here a couple times now on Open Diner. And he's also been a guest with us, and a wonderful guest, wonderful, brilliant filmmaker. So anyway, this clip is her on their show. And let's hear what these great, smart people have to say to us today.
Like we're here as a global kind of community that it can really take this information and realize it. And I think that is what a Kabbalist understands, that it's not just theory, it's something that we can make real at this time. And I just wanted to note on what Asaf said, that it's true that in the first stage of our evolution that we've done up until now, there's always been this conflict between our individuality and the society of which we're part. It's either, we let our individuality be the center of the act, or we sacrifice ourselves for the sake of like safety or order or whatever, but the self never really feels that completes him, or that really sits well with his individuality. And this is what Kabbalah does so beautifully. It takes us to this higher level where you feel that your connection to the whole is your highest form of expression. And
say that again. Because that we might say this quickly and breeze through it quickly, but that's fundamental what you just said there. The individual, the ultimate individual expression is actually in connection to the whole.
Yeah, you actually begin to feel that connection to the whole, or being part of the whole, doesn't erase your individuality or negate it, because it becomes your highest purpose and your self-expression to contribute to the whole, because you begin to feel that it is all you, it is all part of you, and you begin to identify with the whole as your new or higher self. We could say it that way. The others become your soul. And when you contribute to them and you connect with them, then you are evolving yourself. You're evolving your higher self, highest self, or highest expression of self. And that is what Kabbalah does. It really takes this theory and breathes life into it and shows you how you can make it come true. And also it gives you language. It gives you a universal language where all of us who come from such different places can understand each other and feel the same shared reality. And it's a reality that exists above our differences and above our opinions and above our mentalities and where we come from, and those different levels that we might come from. And it really heals all of the suffering that people went throughout history, with all of the conflict that came from not really knowing how to connect. So yeah, to see this model as a Kabbalist is just to get a kind of confirmation of what we're doing.
That was a great discussion. I love that. It really painted a picture in my mind of something greater than ourselves. So we're going to go into our round table discussion. And of course, as usual, we're going to go over our etiquette rules here, if we can bring those up. And first of all, we're here to build a space of support, love, care, and warmth, as we usually do. Everybody's been so good about that, about really accepting each other. And it really shows. You can really feel it here. Everyone is equal and very important. And I can't stress that enough, especially after watching the clip that we just watched. We're all very important to the whole picture. And then we go around the table and speak briefly on topic. That way everybody can have a chance at speaking. We listen attentively so we can really absorb the entire answer. We can really absorb the picture of the entire group. There are no right or wrong answers, and the truth is in the center of our connection. So let's go ahead and start on the first question here. And our first question is, how can we appreciate each other's uniqueness and individuality? How can we appreciate each other's uniqueness and individuality? So let's start with Judy.
Well, when you have a friend, it's interesting that even though you may click, that you hit it off good right away, but there's always something hidden there that you really never understood. And to find a friend that it kind of broadens your horizon to understand where you are in life. And it kind of clicks in you that you had different thoughts and they've changed your mind about that. So a lot of people have a way of doing that. They're unique in that matter. And you start to connect with those kind of people easily.
That's beautiful. Great answer. Dan.
I'm gonna zoom in on this one for me. So everything we get, right, is from somebody else. There's nothing on my desk that I made, not even my pen, right? Who thought of that, right? These are all, they're really symbols of people's uniqueness, right? I have this iPhone or whatever, I think it costs too much, but this is unique. Entire groups of people, their uniqueness came together to make this, for me. And then people delivered it and, did the casing for it and all that. And you can see uniqueness all around you. But I think Judy's right. I think it's better to see uniqueness, hopefully, in a more direct fashion.
Yeah, that's very true. Marie.
Well, I guess we talked about this before, but I think you just have to give up your ego and really listen to the other person. But the big thing for me also is, we're all part of the same race, the human race. We shouldn't look at another person as, you can't help but see color, but you have to remember that they were made the same way you were made. I can bring God into it. I don't know if anybody objects to that, but we're all made in his image. So that's the way I would approach it. And I do have a tough time listening, but lately I've been listening better, and I think I'm getting more out of it.
And we're listening to you too. And that was yeah, you hit it right on the head there. Great answer. Nina, how about you?
Yeah, I think that quote that we're all made in God's image, like regardless of what religion you belong to, I think it carries over. And I think it's everyone is made in God's image or in nature's image, like a nature's blueprint, so to speak. And we're all connected. So it means that the qualities that are in you can complement me and vice versa. So I don't have to be good at everything. You know, I'm given my own qualities, my own set of talents, whatever, and you're given yours, as long as we learn to work together in a way that complements both of us, not you know, not arguing with each other and not putting each other down, but in a way that complements this relationship, then we have everything we need between us. And it's like that with really all of society. It's just about learning to work together.
It's true. That's something that's a lesson all of the humanity needs to learn. Rona.
I think it requires us to take a minute to try to get to know someone that we have in our environment. You know, if you take just 1 minute to try to get to know someone, enough, like just 1 minute, just paying attention to what they do or how they do things, and then you start discovering how they can bring something that you can't, that you need actually. And what's happening is that if you can see those differences when you have the chance to work in a team of people who has the same goal and just contribute different sets of skills. You know, when they work for the sake of the team, then you start realizing how actually, if you look closer, the entire human race is in the same thing. You know, we're all in the same, let's say, super organism, and we are part of it. If you take the time to realize it, everyone is contributing or has a chance to contribute something given the chance to do so, actually. So, but the problem is that the way society is organized, you know, not everyone has that chance, and that's what's causing the problems. We just need to take a minute, get to know people around you.
It's an excellent point. Paula.
Yeah, I agree with Rono. Trying to get to know people who are different than you is definitely a way to do that, and to try not to judge. I know we're all guilty of it, whether we realize it or not. And just remember how dull the world would be if everybody was the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great exercise for all of us. Natalia.
So I think if we are interested in other people enough, we can find something we can borrow for ourselves and can appreciate. And there are some people who probably need more tolerance. Then we exercise our tolerance on them. Just we need to be loving and patient towards other people and understand that we are all created by one source.
That's beautiful. Carl.
My answer changed like 3 times after listening to all of you. But I'm thinking like join in, like with people, like when you see if there's people dancing, you know, join in with them. Even if it's just an individual, you know, they're unique doing what they're doing, and you're going to celebrate and join in with them in all kinds of things, you know, singing, dancing, whatever. whatever.
Well, I've seen you join in with people singing and dancing, and you're good at it. You're an example of that by far. Linda.
I've got a few on Facebook. Can I read them first?
Yes, please.
Okay, we have Linda Narbonne, who says, by accepting through understanding that we are all different, thus by accepting each and every one as is completely detached from my own perspective and my expectations. And then Maria Ilyayeva says, we always learn a lot from those unique people. And then Sippy Loria says, by seeing the other and listening to him and seeing that each one is unique with his own special qualities that no one else has, and respect the other as he is without judgment, because we're all equal. And then Maria says, again, we need to appreciate the differences we have with respect and understanding. And my answer is, if you think of us all as in a band, and each one's playing a different instrument, each instrument is unique in its own way, it's different in its own way, it sounds different, but all together, it sounds great.
That's true. As a musician, I can affirm that for sure. We're out of time for this question, so we're going to move on to the next question. How can we use our individuality to contribute to society of which we are a part? Again, how can we use our individuality to contribute to society of which we are part? And we're going to start this one off with Willie.
Well, by realizing that whatever I was given as a gift or a talent wasn't for me. It's for the world. Because if it was for me, it wouldn't do me any good, just for myself. So it have to be something to give to the world, whatever that talent or ability would be. Now I got to scratch my head and search what I have to give, but that's another topic.
Well, you have lots to give, believe me. We all feel it. Ilana. You're muted.
I apologize. I didn't see the video because I got a phone call that I needed to take. So, but I'm going to reply to this question without video. I think every person has unique talents and things he can do. You know, some people can do engineering, science, mathematicians. Some can do essential business like work in the stores. And everybody likes something, and they can do just only some things, not everything. So each person should contribute with their abilities, to the best of their abilities, of what they can do to the society.
Yeah, that's a great point. And when we realize that everybody is important, everybody is necessary, not just ourselves, but everybody is necessary. It's like having a car without a carburetor. You know, it won't run. That car needs every part in there in order to function, and we are parts of an entire system. And I wanted to go back to Marie brought out a great point about we got to, get that ego out of the way. We've got to realize that we're important, but we can't do it from I'm better than you kind of a point of view. We have to realize that we're equally important in this and that we're all necessary to make the thing function. Let's go to Roberta.
Such great answers here tonight. The one thing I was thinking of that everybody's unique. And what I think is my talent, you guys might say, that's not a talent, that's either common or crazy. But if you're not doing anything to hurt anybody and you're contributing to society, like Alana was saying, and you're a good person and you're adding something in the way of joy, happiness, love, and you're not hurting anybody, that you're contributing. If you're hurting and going the other way, you're not helping. So if you're being yourself, like I said in the beginning, and you find what you really truly love, you'll find an environment and you'll attach to it. But in the end result, everybody wants to be liked and loved and cared for. And if we just be ourselves and find whatever talent makes that happen, it's perfect. That's how you really bring everybody together, as long as you're not hurting. That's what I just should have said simply. Don't hurt anybody, just be yourself.
Excellent. And the world does need race car drivers too. Right. All right, Elisa.
No. Oh, it's very hard to continue after Roberta. She just covered it so beautifully. That's actually what I was thinking about, that whatever uniqueness I have to contribute to the betterment of the society, but not meaning like producing more things to satisfy, but for the society to work together, for each other, for us to feel like we belong, like we like each other, that we are one family. And the main point of the society in that regard would be just to find out each one individuality, where we actually, we'll start from ourselves, teach our kids will teach us, and that's how we will become, we will actually reveal each one individuality.
Beautiful. I love the way this is coming together. Everybody here is contributing their uniqueness to the answer. We still got a little bit of time, so let's go back around. Judy.
Well, I've been looking for my talent for a long time, but I'm with Lisa and Roberta. I do feel that I work better in a group. I definitely don't like to try something on my own, because number one, you learn things all the time from other people, and you might find something that really hits you, that's where you should be working. But I'm more, I'm not talented really in anything, but I love to work with people, and doing this kind of thing is beautiful. You feed off of other people, and it's a great tool to have in your belt, is have a lot of friends that are scattered all over the place.
Well, I know that you have talents that you don't even know about. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah, I think the thing about individuality is like you can be in different states, right? We're not all one glob that's stuck together, right? So if people are down, for example, you can bring them up, right? So it's like independent suspension, kind of. Roberta would understand. It's far superior because one can be down and the other can be up, and you keep it balanced that way. And so that's pretty important about individuality, I guess.
And let's hear from Marie again.
In line with what Dan just said, you have to pick and choose what you're going to do and who you're going to do it with and how you're going to help people, because there are a lot of people in this world don't want help, or they don't know how to be happy. They weren't brought up with happiness, and it's like everybody is attacking them. So it's a hard road to figure out. Also I was going to say, like, ask your friends how they would describe you. And you can get some insight there to see what you're all about, how people look at you. I think that's a great tool to use. But I just like to look around and see where I'm needed. and try to help people.
I love that. I think a lot of times other people see us in a better light than we see ourselves, you know, and they can really bring out the best in us. And we're probably going to have an exercise at the end of the thing tonight to really demonstrate that. But we're about at the end of our time for this round. Linda, are there any more comments on Facebook?
Yes, we have one from Linda Narbonne. Put it at the service of others in a balanced manner, so it will benefit others in different forms.
Excellent. Beautiful. All right. That was a great time. It was a great discussion. I love that. So we're going to burn off some calories here in a minute. I'm going to hand it over to Roberta.
We're burning calories. Okay, this is good. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, everybody. So right now we're going to do our traditional open-ended chair dance. It's a lot of fun. Don't knock it till you try it. The way it works is kind of like follow the leader, meaning that we have fun to the music and one person at a time is going to be displayed on the screen. When you come up on the screen, do a dance move. Something with your arms is okay. Something with your legs would be absolutely insane, but you could do that too. And everybody's going to copy your move. When others are displayed on the screen, you follow their move. When it's your turn, a text box is going to come up on the screen. It's just telling you that you're being spotlighted. Ignore that. Don't read it. Otherwise, you're going to miss your turn. We want to do your move. So let's get loose. Like Gary said, we're going to have some fun here. This is a great way to connect with each other and lift our spirits and burn some calories and have some fun together. So let's do this. Okay, the anticipation. This is good. It's building up a desire. Thinking of dance moves. Can we get a song, Maestro?
Sunbeams forming a shadow for a field. We're floating, just carried by levity, sensing a feeling of love through every wing. Delighted to fly on and look what future brings. Let us see if our ways will cross once again when we have lost each other. Yeah, then we will see if you come and fly with me. If you come and fly with me. If you come and fly with me.
Wow, that was great, everybody. Right? Everybody's got their heart beating a little bit? No? Or is that just me? Maybe getting palpitations? No. Okay. So great job. We all work together, and it's so funny we were saying tonight about different people with different talents. What other people did, we all did together, and I felt the joy. So that's one way of doing it. So we have another activity to end the evening tonight. We're going to thank another participant for their contribution to this event this evening. What is one thing that you appreciate about what they gave of themselves tonight? It could be something they said, their smile, their dance move, their willingness to listen, or something else, anything. Pick one participant and tell them what you appreciate about them. Then that participant picks someone else, and so on. So let's take a second, catch our breath, talking to me. Take a second, think about it, and if you'd like to start, whoever would like to, and then someone will continue after that.
I'll start. I would like to recognize Roberta for the amazing job that she does hosting and just being so inclusive of everybody and being so wonderful with everybody.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. You know, working with you and Linda and the whole, everybody here, it becomes easy. The beginning, I get nervous, but at the end, it's like it's family. It's great. I will pick, and I wrote down a couple of people that said some really things that stuck out. Marie, what you said was so beautiful, and I love how you said it. Like, can I say about God? Or at that one point where you asked the question, you answered the question, and it was so beautiful, and it was so humble at the same point. But I loved it when you expressed yourself and you weren't afraid to say it, because you know what? And different friends said that after you, whether it's the creator, God, nature, energy, we're all the same beings. We come from this, regardless of race, color, gender, whatever, we come from the same source. And that touched me that you put yourself out there to say that most people would be afraid, maybe not in this form, but other forms. Thank you very much. Beautiful.
You're welcome. Thank you, Roberta. I'm always worrying, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? So that's very much appreciated. I would like to, was Gary picked yet? No, right? Gary? Okay. Gary, I love the way you kind of sum things up. Like, you take something from each person, whatever they said, and you do a little summarizing there. I think it's fabulous. Fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome. I've already gone, but I will, oh man, I loved what everybody said. But Willie, I love your dance moves. And I love, you do have lots of talents and you have lots of abilities, and I just want to make you aware of it.
Thank you, Gary. Well, it's so many wonderful people and beautiful people. I mean, beautiful. But I got to pick one. So let's see. I want to pick Linda, because of the job that you do. You don't complain. You don't refuse. I mean, you just accept whatever responsibility someone gives you. As long as I've been hearing you direct things and give things, I never heard a complaint from you. And I've been with you now for a while. So I just want you to know that I noticed that.
Thank you, Willie. I want to pick Nina because without her, this whole thing wouldn't be here. And she's the greatest with putting everything together for us.
Without all of you, there wouldn't be the open diner. So, who else is left? I like how Ilana, she had some kind of a disturbance with answering a phone call and whatever, and we thought we lost her for a while, and she just appeared, and she came in, and it was her turn to answer the question. And she, without having seen the video, she said such perfect things about, how we can add whatever natural talents we have, we can just add that to society. And I loved her answer, so I appreciated that. Thank you.
Thank you. I liked what Natalia said about connections, that she likes to make connections by any means, like in person is the best connection. And then she likes to make connections using social media, using telephone, like all kinds of connections. So it sounds like a very sociable and nice person. So I would give her next turn.
Thank you, Ilana. So now I don't really know who wasn't complimented.
Well, let's see, and Natalia, maybe we'll ask, who didn't get a compliment? Maybe you could raise your hand. There you
Okay,
go.
I would like to compliment Alisa. She's always here and she's like very reliable and she's very thoughtful. And I like seeing her here.
Thank you. Same to you. I would like to compliment Judy. Something that you said just really got me thinking about, individuality, how you fit in, what you said about this circle of how you can contribute, how can you actually, make it better. And why? And I was thinking, why can't I apply to any group of people I am in, just to see what's the best way I can contribute. So thank you so much, dear, for that.
Thank you, Elisa. I think Paula, I've noticed she's here all the time, and you can tell she's really listening, and she comes out with these great one-liners. Thanks, Paula, for being part of this group.
Thank you, Judy. I'd like to pick Carl. I always appreciate his enthusiasm that he has when he's here. And he always has a smile on his face. And I think everybody here appreciates that as much as I do.
Try not to smile.
Impossible.
Thank you, Paula. Really, really sweet. Thank you. I think is Rono. Where'd Rono go?
He didn't get a compliment. He left.
Yeah, he got disappointed. Yeah.
Oh, he probably has technical difficulties. Did anybody not get a compliment? Here comes Rono.
Here he is. He's back.
Rono, we thought you left.
Rono and Dan.
Oh, you know what, Dan? You get to compliment Rono. Because I noticed that in the past, when you're dancing, it wasn't as enthusiastic as tonight. I don't know, you're breaking out. And it's good to see. I like it. And your smile is amazing.
Thanks, brother. Rono.
I think it's the haircut.
It's the haircut. Yeah. The other one weighed me down. It was always depressing. So much weight. Couldn't see. Yeah, Rono. Dedication. Big time.
Thank you, Dan. My internet went down for a second. I don't know who's left. I was keeping
Nobody.
track of them.
Everybody went.
Elisa.
Oh, okay.
Elisa? No, everybody. I think everybody went. If you didn't go, please raise your hand.
I can return the compliment to Dan. Actually, there was something that actually realizing today. It must sound funny, but I'm thinking about it very seriously. There is a freshness to the way Dan answers questions in the round discussion. I don't know if you ever pay attention to that. He's not conventional at all. Thank you for that, Dan. You're just such a great addition.
Wonderful. So everybody got a compliment. We all saw our uniqueness and we all appreciated it.
How about Roberta? Oh, you got it.
But I'll take another one. Go ahead. Anybody could go. We have time.
That's
okay, I'm kidding. No. Anyway, so this was a great game, and I think not even a game. It was an activity of just expressing our appreciation for this event and everybody here. So I'm going to hand it back over to Gary.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Just closing with a reminder of all of our links where you can find us. You can follow us on Facebook, Meetup, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. And when you go to those sites, when you find us, click like, subscribe, and share with your friends. The more the merrier. We can really pack this place out. So, and on YouTube and Facebook, you can watch all of our past events. And as usual, we will be back here next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as usual. Our next event will be posted at the links that we're showing you. And the links are also in the chat on Zoom. Please follow us and you'll be notified about our events, and you can RSVP. Thanks again to the team that put this together, the host, the content, the tech team, and especially everybody that comes and joins us. We can't do it without you, and you're the reason we do all of this. Please continue to join us, spread the word, and bring your friends. And now we go to our closing clip. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
next week.
Have a great week, everybody.
Great week.
Thank you.